Over the weekend, guys, Man City thrashed Watford 6-0 in the FA Cup final. Better than us, really. And that meant for the first time in 40 years, Wolves have qualified for the Europa League. So thank you, Nuno. But what Wolves can do now is use this to our advantage to sign bigger players and speed up the progression of the club. So with this in mind, guys, here's 5 players I think Wolves should sign this season. First up on this list, guys, is a player that has impressed me out on loan this season, and that is Liverpool's Harry Wilson on loan at Derby County. Now, Derby County are in the playoff final, and if Derby do go up, then there's a chance that Frank Lampard will want to sign Harry Wilson. However, if they don't, then Harry Wilson could be up for grabs. He's got 16 goals and 6 assists for Derby County so far this season, and he's a left-footed winger as well. I think it would offer Wolves some other potential, other avenues to go down during matches, and I do think he'd offer more than the likes of Helder Costa. Experience is a question mark, but then his quality isn't. So for me, guys, I think Harry Wilson would be a good bargain for Wolves. And just to add depth as well, add young quality depth, should I say, for the Europa League and Cup games as well as being on the bench for the Premier League. So Harry Wilson, I think, is a player Wolves should sign. The quality of this next player is not in doubt, guys, and it's João Felix. Wolves have already been linked with the 19-year-old Benfica attacking midfielder, and I think he'd be fantastic for Wolves. However, some top guns are after him as well, and apparently he's got a release clause of about £105 million, which, let's be honest, the Wolves owners can afford, but it would go against financial fair play rules, and we could be punished for it. So it would have to be a signing that we definitely want to make and would definitely push us up to that next level. I think he would, but then maybe at this moment in time, it's just about them strengthening the squad, using that money across all areas and not just one, to put it bluntly. But in 26 appearances, he's got 15 goals and 7 assists for Benfica, and that is just absolutely fantastic. I've watched him play a couple of times, and I think he's a top quality player. Man United apparently in the runnings for him, but if I had to choose between a team that was on the rise and a team that was on the down, I'd choose the team that was on the rise. But that's just me. Nicolas Pepe for Lille, who is 23 years old, has been absolutely fantastic this season. In 37 matches, he's got 22 goals and 11 assists. He's one of those versatile players who can play in an attacking midfield option or on the wing. So for Wolves, that could be good because we do like to play with free midfield, and he could be an option to come on in that midfield three or change the formation if it's not working. He offers something different, and by his goal conversion rate and assists, is a good team player in that as well. He hasn't had much spotlight though because of Lille not winning the French league and that, so he's gone a bit under the radar. Maybe that could help Wolves as well, but if I was Wolves, I'd definitely try and snap him up because I think he could add the quality we need, especially with Europe next season. A young attacking midfielder is what I've been on about, and I'm still going along that lines. Andreas Pereira, Manchester United. His contract is running out and he could leave Man United. At the beginning of the season, he showed that he could tackle well, and in friendlies and that, he was showing that getting up and down the pitch, tackling, getting stuck in was something he was more than capable of. He's 23 years old, and this season he's got 15 appearances, he's got 1 goal and 1 assist, which doesn't set the world alight. However, when you looked at his at Man United, you can see why his appearances won't stand out. I think he's a top quality player, and when he went back from loan last season at Man United, I thought he's got to play. Don't think he got as many games as I thought he would, but for Wolves, definitely a good option to bring off the bench, and maybe one that could also thrive under the likes of Nuno. Last but definitely not least, I have mentioned this player last season, so if you do go back, you'll see that I did. I mentioned about Solomon Rondon, that he offers a bit of flexibility in playing Jota in midfield and then putting Rondon up front, and it allows Nuno to change it and over, and he has goals. And this player just does that as well. So far his contract is winning, but maybe he could re-sign with Chelsea. But Olivier Giroud, I think, would be a top sign, especially if we get him on a free, because all we'd have to do is pay his wages. Yeah, he might not start, and I don't think he'd want to come to Wolves and sit on the bench. However, if we offered him, competition says, look, if you outplay Jimenez, you'll get in. If Jimenez outplays you, he'll get in, and that's what Nuno's like. He is 32 years old, but in 220 Premier League appearances in his career, he's got 78 goals and 32 assists. And if he is on the bench, just like at Chelsea and Arsenal, he's proved that he can do the quality off the bench as well. He's probably one of the best substitutions, the super sub in the Premier League for like the last for like the last 6 years, if you like. So I'd definitely snap him up. Anyway, guys, that's it from me today. If there's only one thing you can be sure off this video is that whoever Wolves do sign, Nuno will only want to sign because they will add quality, something different to fit in to the Wolves philosophy, which I think some of these players would. It's just about whether would Wolves spend the money or would they decide to go to a bigger team first. Anyway, guys, if you liked the video, hit the like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button, and I'll speak to you guys later.